Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to open the arms a few minutes early because I've forgotten the Champions League. You get the team news a little bit early, but lo and behold, these things happen. How are we all doing tonight? Carrick Ball gets underway. Who will play? Well, the team news is already out. There are some changes. I'm going to run straight into it. Throughout this entire stream, you know what the drill is. This is the United Legacy Arms. The um, the best average, I would call, the best average Manchester United build-up show on the internet. And you, as the members, you can come in. You can jump on screen with me. Matt, I can see you down there. Or Ian Vaishnav, that's a new name. Aidan, Dr. Anuj, of course. Let's get straight into this team news. There are some changes. And McFred starts. Don't shit yourselves, everybody. McFred starts. Oh, my God. This is the team from Michael Carrick. And there are some changes there that certainly I didn't expect. De Gea is in goal. That's not a surprise. Lindelof and Maguire, no surprises there. And the fullbacks are Wan-Bissaka and Alex Telles. Telles is in for Shaw because Shaw went off with a concussion injury for the second game in succession. Didn't travel for the game. He is not playing tonight. Midfield, there's changes. Apart from McFred. McFred both start again. Jeez. I'm sure that's going to get a lovely reaction from a lot of people. But McFred starts, and they start behind not Bruno Fernandes, who is on the bench, but Donny van der Beek. That's an interesting one. I didn't expect it. I was hoping to see Bruno Fernandes playing with Donny van der Beek, but instead it seemingly is Van der Beek instead of Bruno Fernandes. And in such an important game, remember this, tonight's no dead rubber game. Man United need to win tonight. Villareal are currently above us in the Champions League, and he's decided to play Donny van der Beek there ahead of Bruno Fernandes. I'm sure Michael Carrick will be asked about it in his pre-match thoughts and conversations, and I will bring you those quotes exactly as and when they happen. Go down here, we see Martial is on the left instead of Marcus Rashford. So Martial has come in for Rashford. Again, not something I expected. And then you got Sancho on the right wing, presumably. And then you've got Ronaldo up front. You let me know what your reaction to that is in the comments. I'm surprised about Martial. I'm surprised that Bruno's been dropped. I'm guessing he's not 100% fit to play. But this is Bruno Fernandes. He's hardly missed a game for Manchester United. It's a bit of a surprise. Let's have a look at the bench. We've got Heaton, Henderson, Bay, Delot, Bruno Fernandes is down there. Lingard, Ahmad's on the bench. A big up to that. Ahmad is on the bench. Like that. What is Fabrizio Romano tweeting about? What? Jesus. We're talking about what we're doing, Fabrizio. We're sitting here talking about football. What are you coming up with transfer news for? Jesus, does this guy never sleep? Well, I'm going to have to bring it out. We have a quick interlude here, ladies and gentlemen, to see what Fabrizio Romano is trying to come and talk about. What are you talking about here? Well, kind of not really a non-story, but kind of a non-story. Fabrizio Romano here saying that Manchester United had a direct contact with former Barcelona manager Ernesto Valverde today. As per Jamie Jackson, no decision made yet. He's one of 5 candidates in the list in case Poch won't be allowed to leave PSG. Nah, you're right. You can keep that one, Fabrizio. I'm just going to close that and pretend that I didn't read it. Boop. Goodbye. Not talking about that. Let's talk about the football. And let's have a look at the lineup. I probably imagine it's going to be in that formation. It might not. We'll see. We'll find out. But I imagine it's probably going to be McFred there in midfield together. The indomitable McFred somehow surviving, somehow coming through. And McFred there together. I'm sure there's going to be a lovely bit of conversation and reaction about this in the comments. Van der Beek. I'm happy about Van der Beek. Let's see Donny get back on that Ballon d'Or shortlist, baby. I want to see that. I'm just excited to see something a little bit different, right? I'm just excited to see something a little bit different. I think that's how we're all feeling really going into this game today. We're not expecting United to pull up trees today. We're not expecting all of a sudden for us to play some tiki-taka, wonderful football. Oh my God, look how sexy and wonderful we are. But it became repetitive under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, certainly towards the end. The last 2 months, he was very stubborn, very, very stubborn. And there's more changes in that starting 11 than I was actually expecting. I certainly wasn't expecting Bruno to be dropped. That's the big one. I want to see if Michael Carrick has been speaking about that just yet, see if any quotes are out on that. What's your reaction to that? Do you think that Carrick has legitimately dropped Bruno Fernandes, or do you think that Michael Carrick, I don't know, he's slightly injured? You let me know. You let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Very, very odd one, though, eh? not one that we expected. One that we did expect, I suppose. I expected Donny van de Beek to start today. I think you expected Donny van de Beek to start today. After what he did against Watford, there's no way that he couldn't start today. But as I said in my my semi-preview this morning, because I didn't have time to do a proper preview or a predicted 11, I said today wasn't really about a massively different starting 11, a massively different style of play. What we need to see today that's different is those little things, like being first to the second ball, being committed in the tackle, the sort of small parts of the game that all collectively make the difference between winning or losing, that Manchester United simply haven't done for some time right now. And that team can do it there. You know, McFred, like them or lump them, when they play well together, they do play well. Villareal, as we all know, will play in a 4-3-3. Let's have a look here. They got the team out properly? No, they haven't got the team properly. This was the predicted 11 on SofaScore, which is now not the actual 11 that's going to play. Oh, you've taken it off your page. Well, that's not handy, is it? Jesus. Anyway, Villareal have been in mixed form going into this game. Let's have a look here. This is their form chart over the last 10 games. They lost to United here, went on to win against Real Betis. Then they lost 2-1 at home to Osasuna. That's a bad defeat. Then they pumped Young Boys. No, that sounded a bit weird. I hate it. Why they got to be called Young Boys? It's really annoying that. YB, I'll call them YB for short. Lost against Athletic Bilbao, drew against Cadiz, lost against Valencia, and then a couple of back-to-back wins against Young Boys and Getafe, and then they drew at the weekend against Celta Vigo. So a very, very mixed bag of wins, of losses, and draws for Villareal coming into this game. But it's not really important, is it? In my opinion, the form of Villareal, it's just the fact that this is a new era. It's not an era, is it? We don't know what it is. We don't know what to call it. We don't know how to explain it. We don't know how long Carrick's going to be here for. But on his first game in charge, Michael Carrick there has decided to make some decent and substantial changes, I'd say. The one I would say is decent is Donny van de Beek coming in. But then Bruno's dropped. Or I'm going to have to come to you in a second, mate, because obviously you're a man who's been calling for Donny of the Van de Beek. And he is in, and there's no one else I can really talk to first apart from you, because you must. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you're naked from the t-shirt down. Just keep it here. Keep it above there.
I've got nothing on. I've got nothing on underneath the screen. So yeah, I've been touching myself.
Go too far. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's it. The show's going to get cancelled now, all because of all. But now, what's your reaction to that starting 11? There's a couple of curveballs there. I don't think anybody knew it was coming.
I'm happy that Donny's starting, but it's an odd thing to be dropping Bruno in such a crucial game. Why McFred starting again? I don't know. I should break open my beer as well. Why McFred?
Isn't that one of the best noises in the world, by the way? Can I just say, just opening a can is one of the best. They need to make it a ringtone. Cheers, everyone.
Why McFred starting? I personally would have played Fred and Donny. And Bruno, and have Bruno drop in a little bit deeper to help match Villareal's. I think they'll probably play 4-3-3. They usually play 4-3-3, and they try to overload the middle. It's odd. I'm happy. I'm very happy. But it's going to be interesting.
So you would have rather seen that. You would have rather seen Van Beek play alongside Fred.
Yes.
I mean, that's that position that we've rarely seen Donny this season, isn't it? It's not. He played. I think he played in the double pivot once away to Young Boys, and then obviously got taken off at half time because of Wan-Bissaka's red card.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Obviously, remember the first game. You know, Villareal. Oh, Jesus, they dominated us. Absolutely dominated. Was it? I think it was Delot, wasn't it? He was getting doubled up on. I can't remember the name of the dude who it was.
Danjuma.
That was it. Danjuma. Yeah. So they were basically playing in. I think they were playing in like a 4-2-3-1 in out of formation. But as soon as they got the ball, they went wide, and their two wingers came. They split, and then Delot didn't really know what to do. So Delot's not playing tonight. Wan-Bissaka. Let's see if he gets another red card. But do you expect it to be? I mean, I know that there's been a lot of distraction this week, right? With everything that's gone on. Tonight's an absolutely massive game. It really, really is. If we head over here and we have a quick look, I think the groups are in here. We scroll down, we look at the groups. Blah blah blah. There we go. This is the group table at the moment. Villareal above Manchester United on, is it goal difference, I think? Yeah, on goal difference alone. So if we draw tonight, we stay second and we go into the game against Young Boys. And I know the game against Young Boys, you would probably presume that Manchester United are going to win. But when it comes to the Champions League, you want to top your group. You want to get that round of 16 draw that isn't Barcelona or Bayern Munich or something like that. And it could happen. So for him to drop Bruno in that game, wow, that's a big call, right?
I mean, the only logical reason I think he's not starting Bruno is maybe Bruno's picked up a knock. He doesn't want to risk him for the Chelsea game this weekend as well. So, yeah.
It must strange. Be that I'm waiting here to hear from Michael Carrick because no doubt he'll be speaking ahead of kickoff. But with that starting 11, what's your prediction for the game?
We've only beaten Villareal once in the past, however many games we've played them. Might be a draw. I mean, I'll take a draw, but I hope we win, but might be a draw.
Right.
Because
that's not a prediction. You've literally just said two completely different results. That's a terrible prediction.
3-1 United. Always
3-1 United. It'll come through at some point, right? Well, apparently the group is wrong. Apparently I've got the group wrong. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I've got the group wrong. Well, that will be down to the SofaScore website, so you can have a go at them for that, not me. But let's go over here. This is the group official from Google. So we're actually top of the group on goal difference, not second on the group on goal difference. But goal difference as it is. So technically, I suppose we can draw tonight, and then we can still be going top going into the game against Young Boys. So it is a don't lose game rather than a must win game, right? So I suppose that's probably why Freddie McTominay is starting.
Has the lineup been put out yet for Villareal?
I don't know. I'll have a quick look here, sir. Yeah. They've got quite a few players, I think, anyway.
Moreno's injured. I think probably Danjuma had got a knock on the weekend. So if he doesn't play, that'll be a bonus for us.
I don't know what Villareal's Twitter account is. Let's have a look. Villareal Twitter. Geez, look at this. This is what Villareal CFEN. There we go. Yeah, we got it out in the end. Look at this. Working hard, working live. What a bloke. Multitasking. Rulli. Albiol, Torres, Parejo, Capue's playing. I didn't know whether he was going to play or not. 1/4. Is that the one from Spurs? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Danjuma's playing tonight. Jeremy Pino, Mojo Gomez. And I don't know many of their players. Yeah. I just remember Danjuma having an absolute stormer against us. So that's
we should win. We should win. We've got to win.
We should win. We should win that. Right. You're going for a 3-1. I'll take that. I'll go and let a few more people in the arms. I'll tell you what, it's busy down here in the arms tonight. And why not? Because it's Carrick ball, right? Take it easy. Go put some clothes on, man. Seriously. Unbelievable. Coming on here, but nearly butt naked. Jesus, what is this sort of trying to be professional? Unbelievable. So you just can't take all anywhere. So that's start 11. Get your reaction. I'll read a few of your comments out now. It's not just about people that come on screen. I'll try and read your comments out as well. Mate, the Bruno calls. The Bruno call is ginormous. Really ginormous. Chris saying, what's with the 6 defenders obsession? Van de Beek won't have any impact because we'll be defending the entire game. No midfield, no chance. 6 defenders. As I said, just to all right there, this is a must not lose game rather than a must win game. United have given themselves the privilege of going into this game knowing that a draw is enough. But as Malav's saying there, maybe that's a bit dangerous. Carrick will come with a draw mentality. What can you expect of a disciple of Jose? Look, as I said before, we're not pulling up trees. There's not going to be a huge difference in the style of play and what Manchester United do tonight compared to what we did against Watford or what we did against City. It's only been 3 days since Watford and we got absolutely hammered. So tonight will be a reaction of sorts, but I'm not expecting much different. I just want it to be a bit better. And that's why I'm not looking into the starting 11 too much. I never really do. As I said, I've looked at starting 11s before and I'm like, that starting 11 is absolutely perfect. Oh, what a great choice. And we get absolutely pumped. And then I've looked at starting 11s before and I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. And we go and win like 3-4-0. So I don't think there's any point really in getting too angry or too happy with the starting 11. But the thing that has to be different today is the tempo, is how we play ball. Can we actually get a goal before the fucking 30th minute? Geez, we scored hardly any of them this season. That is what sets and changes the tempo of the game. And that's when it suits United. I think anyway, when you get 1-0, you could sit back a little bit deeper and then properly hit on the counter-attack, knowing that you've got that goal. Christian, you're saying, I like the fact that Bruno was benched. Or maybe Bruno was benched for that bloody clearance that he tried for the penalty that he conceded. My word, that was one of the worst clearances I've ever seen in my life. Inviting teams to attack Maguire and Lindelof is a terrible game plan, says Chris. And Victor is saying, we are Manchester United. A draw is not good enough. Well, a draw technically is good enough tonight, but it's the idea that jars with people that you go into a game thinking, are we really going for the draw tonight? What do you think? Type yes or no. Do you think that, and don't just do it without thinking, have a little think about it first. Do you think that Manchester United are going in that game tonight with a draw in mind? Do you think that's Michael Carrick's mentality, taking it into the team? It's his first game in charge. He will. I mean, he could get more than 2 games. He could get more than 2 games. But if Manchester United, and we seem to be going for Poch aggressively, so we could get Poch in sooner than we thought. And if that is the case, then Carrick's only going to have a couple games at the highest level here as our manager to really showcase what he's about. But ultimately, Manchester United's ambitions are far more important than Michael Carrick's. But let me go down here and see what you think. Chaddock saying, yes, they'll be satisfied with the draw. We'll all be satisfied with the draw. But are we going in with a mentality of wanting that draw? Daniel, you think so. Nelson, you think so. Junior, you disagree. And so does Orr. Takeoff, you disagree as well. Benjamin, no, you don't think so. Paulino, you do. Anthony, you disagree. Very split decision down there. Okay, fair enough. And Matt Lou, and Matt, I can see you. You'll come in next, my friend. You don't think that we're going in for the draw tonight. Me personally, I don't think we're going in for the draw. I think we'll be happy for the draw. And I think if it's 1-0 going into the last 15 minutes of the game, I expect us to sit deeper and try and hold out for that lead. But I would have zero confidence of Manchester United holding out a 1-0 lead for 15 minutes in this game because of how defensively shambolic we've been. Nothing's changed inside the coaching staff. Only Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has changed, but largely it's going to be exactly the same, apart from the personnel. And as I said, I want to see that change in attitude and change in approach. Michael Carrick hasn't yet talked about the starting 11, but Marcus Rashford. What do you take about Marcus Rashford as well? Is Rashford on the bench? Let me have a look. Let me pull it up on screen for you there. Yeah, Rashford's on the bench. So he literally has dropped Marcus Rashford for Anthony Martial. What do you think about that? We've got to talk about that as well. Matt, I'll bring you on. You're sitting there waiting patiently, mate. Let me bring you in, sir. How are you doing?
How are you doing, Sam?
I'm doing all right. What do you think about that team then, buddy?
Oh, man. Different for sure. I'm glad to see Donny in there playing. Dropping Bruno, he's probably just rested him for like the weekend of the game. But yeah, Martial, I don't know, man. That's kind of, I'd rather have Rashford up there on that left hand side than Martial. He hasn't really performed.
No, he's not really. But I don't know. You're going to have to presume that Michael Carrick's seen something in training, or he's trying something different here. Because Martial, if he's, I don't know. It depends on who's playing where. Maybe Martial's going to play on the right wing. I don't think he would.
And have Sanchez on the left.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case. I think it will probably be Martial. But maybe we're looking at it wrong. Maybe it'll be Martial and Ronaldo playing up front together in a 4, like with 2. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud here. Nah, right. It doesn't really make sense. Nah, it doesn't make sense whatsoever.
It doesn't. But hey, we can still talk about it though, man. That's a great.
Yeah, we can talk about it. But look, what's your prediction for the game, buddy? You know, based on that starting 11, which, let's be honest, I don't think anybody would have expected Bruno and Rashford both being dropped, 2 real sort of trusted lieutenants of the Solskjaer regime, both on the bench. Right. What's your prediction without both of them?
I'm gonna go 2-1.
2-1. So, or you're going 3-1, and Matt, you're going 2-1. No clean sheet.
Yeah. Right? No, I mean, we just haven't been able to keep a clean sheet except for that one time. And that was like I can't remember. That's how long it was.
That was Spurs, and that was when they did.
Oh, yeah, it was
completely forgot how
Spurs.
to play football.
But that was Spurs played like shit though. So unfortunately,
they did.
So
they basically played as good as I could play football. If I was a football team, I would play like Spurs did in that game.
Yeah. At least we had a better chance though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But look, you're going 2-1, Or's going 3-1. I'll save my prediction for the end, but enjoy the game, buddy. And I hope let's just hope for something a bit different, a little bit Carrick ball. Give me some goals. Give me some. I don't know. Give me some
something.
Bonito.
Yeah, I'm excited though I'm excited for Carrick. I mean, because I know a lot of people are talking crap and stuff like that. But look, honestly, he's been in the game for just as long as Ole, and he knows the team. So I'm excited for him, man. I'm super excited.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Let's enjoy it, buddy. Enjoy your beer as well.
Definitely.
Right, take it easy, guys. By the way, anybody and Matt, not that I'm trying to boot you out, but it's telling me that more people are trying to come in. So if you can vacate the premises, you're barred. Well, you're not barred, but if you can just vacate the studio, then other people can come in as well, because it's busy here tonight. It's almost like people are excited to see Carrick ball, and that's it. Changes. Look, football is we all know football. Of course, Jesus, that's a stupid sentence to say, but football has this amazing ability to just keep making you want to come back. You know, when you're down and out, all of a sudden a manager's changed and your mentality just goes. Psh, it's flicked. The switch has been flicked, and all of a sudden, instead of being at the bottom at the end of something that turned into something sour with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we're at the first step of something new and exciting. What's next? No one knows what's next. Is it Carrick for a couple of games? Is it Carrick for a couple of months? When's Poch coming in? It's mad. That's just the way football works, eh? And Man United needed that change. We needed that change. I did not expect that change to be Bruno Fernandes, though. Has Michael Carrick been speaking about that yet? We'll speak about this soon. Anuj, I can see you there, so I'll bring you in soon. I can also see a couple of new faces down here. I'm not ignoring you. Salim, I can see you there waiting as always. Craig, Max, Felix, Ant, I can see you. Mark and Klein, you're all there. I can see you all. Don't worry, lads. I'll try and get you all on before the game starts. Anybody else who's new in town, welcome to United Legacy Arms. Have a little drink. It's Carrick ball time. Carrick is indeed at the wheel. It's Carrick, by the way, not Scholes. Just thought I'd let you know. Anuj, you're saying if it's busy, bring two in at a time. I'm not going to bring two in at a time because people speak over each other and it just turns into a shouting match. So that's pointless. Let me see if Michael Carrick has been speaking. Come on, Michael. You're the manager, mate. Why are you not speaking? Do we think that Mr. Champions League is going to be scoring tonight? Yes or no? He did it against Villareal. He did it against Atalanta. He's just done it. He's just done it the whole time. Do you think he's going to score tonight? You let me know yes or no. Football is unpredictable, says Nicola. It's mad. Football is just, as I said, football has this incredible ability to every single year make you come back thinking that something different might happen, even though largely 90% of things are exactly the same. It's crazy, isn't it? That's what the transfer window does to you. It's just the feelings that you get. Or you think he's going to be scoring. Malav, you think so too. Joel, yeah, you take off. You're backing him to get two. Chadek saying, no, we're going to be... Oh, come on. Come in there with a nice happy feeling. Happy feelings all around, we call it. Paul, how you doing? Evening to you, sir. Paulino, you think so. Muzamil, you think so as well. Ronaldo always scores, says Matt. Well, Anuj, I'll bring you on, sir. I'll hear your prediction and see what you think about the starting 11. And then let's get through the arms. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Sam. How are you, man?
Yeah, doing well. What's your reaction to the starting 11? You happy with it?
Yeah, Martial and McTominay are definitely surprised there. Along with Bruno also. I predicted Fred and Donny to start alongside each other with Bruno at 10 and Rashford and Sancho on their respective wings.
Yeah, so, it kind of took us all by surprise, didn't it? But
yeah.
Look, fair enough to Carrick, man. As I said, these are a couple of games where I suppose he wants to try and stamp a little bit of his own identity. Is he just doing it for the sake of it? Is Bruno slightly injured? I'd like to hear what Carrick has to say about it before the game. But what's your prediction? Yeah. Because as I said to all at the start, this is not a dead rubber in any way, shape, or form. This is probably the most crucial game of the group stage so far. And whether or not we top our group, maybe whether or not we go through, hinges on tonight. So, what do you think?
I mean, also like you said, I mean, when we slate our starting 11, they surprise us by winning the games. So
Mhm.
I predicted 3-1, just like R, and
Going for 3-1 as well.
yeah, and I'm predicting Donny to be man of the match. I think,
Going for a
I,
Donny. Ooh, baby.
yeah, I think Bruno has picked up a knock. Otherwise, he would have definitely started.
I
And
mean, you'd think so, right? We don't
yeah,
know, but
yeah, keeping the Chelsea game in mind, I think, and if Bruno has picked up a knock, I think it's a wise decision to bench him.
well, we'll find out when Carrick, or if Carrick actually speaks for the game. He's not speaking just yet. But look, enjoy the game, Anuj. You're going for a
Yeah,
3-1,
cheers.
just like Aura as well. Nice Man United mug you got there. I hope that's coffee, sir. But look, enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
speak
coffee.
soon. Oh, there you go. It is coffee. Look at that. There's Dr. Anuj coming on, giving us the doctor's orders. And that probably isn't what the doctor ordered. I don't think anybody really would have wanted to see Fred and McTominay. But as I've said before, Fred and McTominay are both decent footballers. Fred and McTominay together sort of exacerbate each other's problems. But at the same time, when they do play well, sometimes there are occasions, I'm not saying expect it, all right? I'm just trying to spin a little bit of positivity on it. Sometimes they can play well together. So let's see what happens tonight. There's so many new faces in the arms tonight. I'm going to have to keep piling through it. Vaishnev, I can see you there waiting patiently, sir. Let me bring you on and bring you in to the arms, sir. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you.
What's up? I'm very good.
How's it going, man? What do you think
I'm
about
very
that
good,
starting
man.
11?
Yeah, it's good. I like Bruno is dropped. I like it. He should be dropped.
Yeah, what you think Bruno should be dropped then?
Yes. He
What,
shouldn't
because of
play
his
in
form?
Villareal game. He is gonna make too much mistake.
Well, Bruno,
He
yeah,
can't
Bruno
make
has been,
mistake with against that Villareal team.
well, Villareal, as we saw in the first game at Old Trafford, Villareal were, they were all over us really, and it was what was it, 90th minute, 94th minute winner from
Yeah,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think we can control the game more with Donny and McTominay and Fred. I don't know about them. It's a gamble.
What's your prediction then,
Maguire shouldn't be
based on
starting.
the back of that? No, Maguire. Well, Maguire's he's not
Maybe
playing against
3-1,
Chelsea.
3-1 maybe. 3-1
You're going
maybe.
3-1 as well.
Sancho. Yes, Sancho and Martial gonna score. Maybe Ronaldo too.
Okay, I like that. I'd like that. Right, coming in. Right, 3-1 predictions and a 2-1. Enjoy the game, Vaishnev. Let's see if you're correct. I hope you're right as well. But wins all round. That's what people are
I hope
doing.
I'm right.
Look, ladies and gets, we've all done this before. As I said, I'm going to point back. I'm not trying to bring negativity back into it now, but remember how excited what game was it? I always forget what it was. Was it Atalanta? I think I did this last time. I was like, oh yeah, man. So excited for this Atalanta game. Look how good. And then we got absolutely steamrolled in that game. And if it wasn't for those goals from Ronaldo, I saw some mad tweet earlier from BT Sport earlier this week saying, if Manchester United didn't have the goals of Cristiano Ronaldo, they'd be bottom of their Champions League group. And I'm like, what kind of stat is that? Yeah, well, okay. Liverpool would be a worse team if Mohamed Salah wasn't in it. Simple as that. Your best players do the best things. And Cristiano Ronaldo he has turned up in the Champions League this year. I tell you what, man. I said it all along, and I didn't expect the change with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to come when it did, but it came. And now it looks, as it stands anyway, it looks like Mauricio Pochettino is going to be in charge of a Manchester United team. Now, will he be in charge of a Manchester United team in the Champions League knockouts? That all depends on what happens tonight against Villareal and what happens against Young Boys at Old Trafford. What is it, in a week or two? Tonight we can do it. We can qualify for the Champions League after 5 games and leave that 6th game at Old Trafford as a breeze, as a game just to cruise through. That's the mentality we should be going into this game with. We don't want to go into that Young Boys game needing a result. It will be tense and it will be nervous, and we don't even know the circumstances of the club. And tonight, the changes come in the fact that the manager's not there. Tonight, the changes have come in the fact that Bruno Fernandes has been dropped. At this moment in time, we have to presume he's been dropped. There's been no confirmation from Michael Carrick that he's picked up any sort of knock or anything like that, because he hasn't spoken. Let me see if he has spoken now. I'm just refreshing my social feeds. Where are you, Michael? I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, that's our front 4 there tonight. Ronaldo, Martial, Sancho, and Van der Beek. Well, I never thought I'd see that. But let me go down to the arms. I can see my main man, Salim, waiting, the Godfather, waiting to speak. How are you feeling today? You're feeling much more chipper, right? You love football again.
Oh, I will always love football. I hate football under Jose Mourinho. I hate it, man.
Yeah, but not anymore. And obviously you love Carrick ball, right? You love Carrick ball.
I mean, Carrick, it's unfair to put him there, you know. His first game away, Champions League, next game away, Chelsea. I mean, it's unfair to him to be there.
Yeah, I don't. Well, you know how I feel about
I mean,
this whole situation.
okay, it's standard procedure, I know, but you know, it's unfair to be there. I mean, he will be under a lot of pressure. You know, everyone is watching
Do you
now,
not
the
think that he'll
press.
be? Do you not think that he'll be sort of not thriving on it, enjoying it, but sort of like, this is my time, this is my moment? Because he's been an assistant under Mourinho and Solskjaer. Surely he's like, this is my chance. I've got to take
Of
it.
course,
That's surely the mentality he's got.
Of course, he will thinking about it. He did a massive change today. I mean, my main concern is Maguire.
Why? Well, that's a stupid question, but do you think he's going to continue his form?
I don't know. I hope he don't. He performed well tonight, but he's always my main concern.
Well, he's banned for the Chelsea game, so Maguire is Maguire, man. I mean, he keeps talking about, oh, we're going to do it for the badge, we're going to do X, Y, Z. The one thing I haven't mentioned tonight that I will mention now, the players have got no excuses tonight. Absolutely zero excuses, man. There's no manager to hide behind anymore.
There is no more excuse, and the performance Saturday wasn't there, so no more hiding now.
What's your prediction then? If there's no more hiding, what do you think this United team's going to do it tonight?
I hope they can do it. I will go for 2-1 for United.
2-1. So 4 predictions so far. 2 are going for 3-1. 2 are going for 2-1. 4 wins all round, but I'm already squeaky bum time. It's got that feeling that game tonight.
Look, Sam, I'm scared about the game, you know. Carrick never managed game before. But I don't know, maybe he could. We got the players. He made the change. Brutal change. Drop Rashford and Bruno.
Yeah.
And show obviously injured. No, Bruno, you know, in the Watford game, he ran a lot. He was our center mid, our center back when we was a man down. So maybe we keep him for the Chelsea game, or just decision from Carrick. I don't know.
We'll see. Right, I'll head over.
Maybe Carrick think that Donny van de Beek and McFred and McTominay work more together in this game. We don't know. Huh?
Maybe
he's the main man now.
We've got to find out. And we'll see in half an hour, right? But enjoy the game.
Yes, I will enjoy it.
And enjoy the mods group as well. It's terrible, isn't it? I told you not to become a mod. Yes. It's a terrible place to be. Oh man, that mods group. If anyone else joins the mod group, it really is a lovely place to be. Who am I kidding? But Paul Scholes has been speaking ahead of the game. That's very unusual for Paul Scholes, isn't it? He never speaks ahead of the game. This is what he's been saying. Paul Scholes on Michael Carrick, Kieran McKenna, and Mike Phelan. I would be embarrassed being on the staff right now. They should have all gone, sacked, or gone off their own back. They've let the club down as much as Ole has. What's your reaction to those comments there from Paul Scholes? My immediate reaction is Paul's not thinking logically in any way, shape, or form. What are you going to do? Get rid of every single coach and just let the entire team just walk into this game without any sort of coaching staff? I understand the sentiment of it, but Scholes is not thinking logically there in any way, shape, or form. I know he's right, but what's the point in saying that? You need it's mad. Scholes really doesn't hold back, does he? He likes chewing toenails and spitting out Man United coaches. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing there. I mean, as I said, it's true, it's correct, but what are you supposed to do if you're going to sack everybody before the game? Scholes wants the interim job. Bring in Allardyce and his coaching team, says Carl Perkins. I don't think so, maybe. Boris is exactly what happened, maybe because they didn't have a plan. Manchester United is exactly what happened there. It shouldn't be. I mean, that they should all be gone, right? And the mad thing is, honestly, it still hurts my head to think about it, is the fact that Manchester United gave new contracts to Kieran McKenna, Michael Carrick, and Mike Phelan. We knew about Mike Phelan, but apparently they gave it to Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna behind the scenes in the last 3 weeks as well. That's what Mike Keegan from the Daily Mail was saying. And that blows my mind. It's not even, it's scandalous. That's the word we used this morning. It was scandalous. But look, Scholes, I know he's not wrong, right? It's just a bit of a mad thing to say, because you need some coaches to go into this game with. And if you're not going to have Solskjaer, I think what probably Scholes is intimating towards there is saying that, yeah, none of them should be there, man. There should be an entire new set of staff there. Everybody should be gone, rather than just putting scorn towards those individuals. That's what I think anyway. Let me go down here. There's a few of you in the comments I can see. There's a couple cameras turned off, so I can't come to you. I'll bring a new face in. Mark, sorry, you've been waiting patiently, sir. I'll bring you on. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Arms.
What's happening?
How you doing, man? What do you think about the game? What do you think about that team?
Bit nervous, if I'm honest.
Yeah, you're nervous. Everyone's nervous.
Yeah, I can't see it going well, to be honest.
Oh, really? Well, you hope not. You hope it'll be a bit different with Carrick ball. But what do you think about dropping Bruno? Do you reckon that's an injury-related thing, or is that just Carrick sort of, exerting some dominance on the team?
No, I don't think it's injury-related. No, I think it's about time Bruno got dropped for a game, innit? Everybody else does.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Bruno's been. I've spoken about it before on here. It's like Bruno's a chaotic player, isn't he? And when he's good, chaos is good. But when he's bad, he can sort of drag the team out of position quite a lot, which I think he's been doing quite a lot recently.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say it's basically blasphemy to speak bad against Bruno Fernandes. He's done so much for us as a club over the last 12, 14 months.
Yeah, he's awesome. But going back to that Scholes point that you made a minute ago.
Yeah.
I'd relate it to a couple of weeks ago. It's just the same old thing with United being so unorganised. Should have been done a couple of weeks ago in the international break.
Oh, it's mad that it wasn't really, because they would have had 2 weeks to get someone else in, and instead we're in a situation where we've got Carrick in charge of Villareal in such an important game, in his first game in charge, like 48 hours after getting the job.
Exactly, yeah.
What's your prediction then? Do you think it's going to be the same as similar sort of performance to Watford?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be as bad as Watford, but I can see a 2-1 Villareal. Villareal have got to win tonight.
You're going for a 2-1.
Sorry, man.
Well, it's all right. It's your prediction. You don't have to apologise for it. United will have to apologise if they lose 2-1.
Realistic. I can't believe it. Every time I watch this for the past few weeks now, everybody thinks United are going to win. And I just can't see it. I just can't see it.
Or maybe you'll just come with a dose of reality. You're basically our Paul Scholes then.
Yeah.
Just don't go biting toenails, right? Well, take it easy, Mark. Nice to chat
What's
to you,
your
mate.
prediction?
On my prediction, I'll save it for the end. You've always got to save the best bit for the end, don't you? I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Take it easy.
I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong as well. But look, I understand the pessimism there, really, because Man United have taught us to be pessimistic as a fan base, really, haven't they? After everything that's happened this season and the constant ups and the constant downs, I'm nervous about tonight. I'm mega nervous about tonight. I was nervous going into it, and I suppose I'm even more nervous after seeing that starting 11. There are changes. Bruno's not there. What's going to happen? Can Donny sort of fill those shoes? Oh, look, Mauricio Pochettino's in. Oh, look at he's been. Hello, Mauricio. Hello, Pochi. Oh, Pochi. I'm happy in Paris. No, you're not, mate. Don't lie. I know the city well as both a player and a coach. I've always lived in this type of situation. Things happen, and it's not my responsibility. What I'm going to say is, if you ask me, is that I'm happy in Paris. Wow. I'm predicting tomorrow when Poch is in Manchester, he's locking himself in his hotel room and he's refusing to come out until Manchester United have signed the contract. He's not leaving Manchester as a PSG manager. I mean, he is, but that's just my sort of semi-prediction. But let me go over here. Bring the team news up. There's plenty more new faces down here. Who else we got? Ant looks like the Undertaker, so I'm going to bring him in. Looking very dark, very moody there, sir. How you getting on?
Yeah, not too bad. Reflecting my mood, mate. Reflecting my mood.
This looks like a Crime Watch reenactment where you're trying to hide your identity.
That's it. It's just dark in my cabin. That's all it is.
It's dark in my cabin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what the serial killer said as well.
That's exactly it, mate. That's exactly it. No, I'm not feeling good about this, man. If I'm honest, I'm really not.
Why not?
I'm not going to go for a score, but I think we're going to lose this game. And the reason I say that is we've got no leadership in the back. We know that anyway, but we've now got no leadership whatsoever in the middle because I don't think Donny can step up to that. Not yet. But I think our biggest problem is going to be down the left. Tellez isn't well known for his defensive positioning, and Martial has got very, very, very poor work rate. The one thing Rashford always gives you is he will track back and he works hard. Yeah. Martial will not do that. So I think they'll get a lot of joy down our left-hand side tonight. A lot of joy when they find Tellez out of position.
I would say that's a fair point. Yeah, we haven't really spoken about that, but yeah, that Martial-Tellez combination is it wouldn't be one that fills me with any sort of optimism. But in the same way, Shaw and Rashford have kind of been shadows of themselves already this season. So it's just something a little bit different. I mean, Martial, as we know, he's not going to be that pressing striker. He never will be, ever. And that's why someone like that's probably got to be down to Fred to come over and cover that space. And maybe that's why Fred and McTominay are playing then, just to give more solidity. But so you reckon it's going to be a defeat then of some shape?
Yeah, I mean, if we're lucky, we might scrape a draw. But I've just got a feeling that they're going to come out as hard and we're going to buckle. Bruno, as erratic as he is, he does add some leadership in the middle there. Now, I think it's right that he's been dropped. And I think he has been dropped. Because if we look at his performances over the course of this season, if you take away his moments of magic, his great passes, the lead to goals, things like that, his overall performances this season have been really quite poor by his standards. So I think it's right that he's been dropped. But at the same time, he's also, kind of like red through and through, and he does fight for the team.
It's a risk that Carrick's taken that attitude out of the team, but maybe Carrick must know something that we don't know, right? That's what you've always got to give the coach the benefit of the doubt of what he's seen in training in the last couple of days. But yeah, Bruno's a big surprise.
Mate. I don't know. I think with what Scholes was saying, I mean, it wasn't too long ago we were sat talking on, in the arms and talking on the lives, saying that actually maybe Ollie should stay and all the coaches need to go.
I mean, they will go. They are going.
Yeah.
But we're just. If you want to call it the death by 1,000 cuts, this is their version of it. We've just got to hope somehow that it's a bit different and that we don't lose what is a very important game tonight.
I'd just rather it had gone the other way. I'd rather Ollie had stayed a little bit longer, but the coaching team were gone first. If I'm honest, I think the coaches would have been easier to replace. So,
it's
but it is what it is.
It is what it is. But if anybody has any information on the crime that Ant has committed, can you please leave a comment? And if anybody wants to ring me, my DMs are open, so I'm here to help you. All right. So Ant, just keep your face hidden. All right.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
It's like V for Vendetta, but like a United People's TV version. That was a bit weird. I'm only joking. But look, I'm excited enough for the game tonight. I'll give my prediction. Why not? How long have we got until the game? We've got 25 minutes until the game. Oh, what have I done there? Oops, I've refreshed that. Didn't mean to refresh that. That is the starting 11. I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for the same result that I went for the Watford game. I went for a 2-1 win against Watford, but one of those 2-1 wins which are horrible, like a similar sort of 2-1 win to what happened at Old Trafford, where we won 2-1 there, didn't we? I think Villareal will have large spells of control in this game. I think Villareal will enjoy large spells of possession in this game, but I would back Manchester United still to have enough quality to come through. All eyes really will be on Donny van de Beek. There's going to be a huge space in that midfield where he's Bruno tonight. Donny van de Beek is the main man tonight. It's all around how Donny plays. He's been waiting for that, man. He's not like playing like a bit part double pivot role alongside McTominay or Fred with Bruno in front of him. And basically his task is to give the ball to Bruno as quickly as possible. No, everybody tonight, their task is to get that ball as quickly as possible to Donny van der Beek. That'll be exciting to watch. I hope it works. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm backing United to go for a 2-1 win, but I don't think it's going to be a game that a lot of us really, truly enjoy watching. What is going on in the spam in the comments over here? Get off my channel. Get off the channel. Oh, I'm sure the mods are doing it already, but someone keeps firing in some links. I'll go down. There's a couple more people in the arms. Who else have we got here? Klein and Craig. I'll try and bring you both on together. Why not? Let's make it a party up in here. How you doing, boys?
Yeah, what's happening, Sam? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Craig, how you doing down there? Oh, no. Craig's having his all headphone moment. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Oh,
there you go.
Nah, there we go. Sorry. No, I just came out of work now, so everything is just haywire here at the house. So yeah.
Oh, don't blame that. Don't blame work. How you guys doing? What do you both got smiles on your faces. What do you think about the game tonight then with that team?
I think we're in for a surprise tonight.
What sort of surprise? Good surprise, bad surprise?
Good one.
Like a medium one. A medium one.
A medium one.
Yeah.
Where's the surprise coming from then? Where's the surprise coming from?
I actually think Martial is going to show us why we signed him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Craig? Do you agree with that?
Now, I agree with that definitely, because I think some people still forget that Martial is only 25, you know, and he was dubbed to be the next Thierry Henry. So he still has time on his hands to do that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Martial is a player that I think is the only video I actually regret doing on United People's TV. I did a video saying that Martial's career is over at United. I don't normally go after a player. I can't remember what game it was, but I was just like, oh man, I'm done with him. Maybe I think I still am. I still don't think he'll be here next year, but somehow he keeps getting new opportunities, right? Let's see what happens. And man, I want that 18-year-old Martial back, that one who banged in all those goals in that first Van Gaal season. He was so exciting to watch, wasn't he? So exciting. He's just lost that va-va-voom. He's lost that panache. Still there somewhere. Still there.
Yeah.
But
It's somewhere there. It's somewhere there.
You guys think there's going to be a surprise? Or what do you think the result's going to be?
I'm going for 2-0.
Klein, what do you reckon?
Sorry,
you go
Craig.
first.
2-0.
2-0. You're going for Klein for a 2-0. What about you, Craig?
I will go with a 3-1.
3-1. You're joining the 3-1 gang. You're joining the 3-1 gang. And Klein is sitting there on his own with the clean sheet.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be full of surprises, Sam. No, not yet. I just came from work.
Oh, geez. Well, we've got 2 more predictions for wins over here. You know, Mark's predicting that we lose. Ant's predicting that we lose. But the majority of us are predicting that we win.
Yeah.
But look, 3-1 gang. 3-1 gang's pretty strong tonight. I hope it is.
Yeah, but it will be. But that the point that Scholes brought, where all of them must be gone, I think that's a little bit too harsh, because Oli still have the final season exit to make, you know. And I mean, there was a season, not the season. I think it was Louis van Gaal and Ryan Giggs, but I think Ryan Giggs worked with Moyes, and Moyes left, and Ryan Giggs was still there, and then he were teaming up with Louis van Gaal, and then Louis van Gaal left, you know. So I will say that that's a little bit too harsh, because Oli still have the say to say what is the final say on the day, you know.
Yeah, fair enough, man. But yeah, Scholes doesn't really hold back, does he? Whether it's toenails or whether it's coaches, everyone gets a good chew. But now, look, lads, enjoy the game. 3-0, 3-1, and 2-0. I like that. I hope one of those is right. I'll take either of them. I'm not fussy. But Carrick ball, just under 20 minutes away.
Ball.
Enjoy the game, lads. Carrick ball, eh?
Carrick ball. Shot.
Take it easy, lads. Carrick ball, man. Carrick's at the wheel now. He's at the wheel, and we don't know. Right now, we don't know whether it's the wheel of a Fiesta, whether it's a Mondeo, whether it's a nice 4x4, a nice 2021 Pajero. We don't know, but we're about to find out. Let me see if Michael Carrick has been speaking ahead of the game yet, because there's still, at this moment in time, there's no confirmation on whether or not Bruno Fernandes is injured. But by the looks of it, I don't think he is. Nothing's come out really about an injury, and that means that in such a big game, he's made such a massive, massive call. Paul Scholes here with a little bit more information. This is what he's been saying. Paul Scholes, Ole's trusting Michael to prepare his team and Kieran, who does most of it. Ole gave them big responsibility. They also need to take the responsibility for their performances. What's going to change tonight? There's a lot of quality in this Premier League. Whoever comes now, it's not going to be easy to get Manchester United to where they want. And JK, you're coming in saying Jamie Jackson's confirming the contact with Valverde is on the shortlist. Valverde is an interim, then Eric Ten Hag until the summer. Looks like I might be having to do another video on Ernesto Valverde, maybe as an interim manager. But I don't think I will, because I think it's going to be Poch. But Felix, I can see you waiting there patiently, sir. I'll bring you into the stream. Another new face. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Legacy Arms. How you doing, buddy? I'm not sure whether he can hear me. We call this... Felix, can you hear me? Yes or no? He can't hear me. I think he's muted me. I think he got bored. We'll call that... Oh, no, he's here now. He's here now.
Nigeria. I'm talking all the way from Nigeria.
Doing,
yeah.
Hey, how you doing in Nigeria, man?
Yeah, I'm hearing you perfectly. I'm good. Good.
Sweet. What do you think about the game tonight? What's your prediction, buddy?
Sincerely speaking, if you checked my comment, I said I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't know. I don't know what is really going to happen tonight. I don't want to watch Manchester United play in the Europa League. I'm so scared. You know, it has gotten to the point that before we have matches, we can't really say this is what is really going to happen. Manchester United has a big fan. Manchester United has a big fan base here in Africa. I'm a Nigerian, and it has been a very bad month for us as Manchester United fans. We can't even go out with our friends because they bully us and say all form of shit. And tonight, everybody's waiting. Everybody's actually waiting outside here to bully us again after tonight's match. And sincerely speaking, I'm seriously scared. But I'm so sure we are going to conquer tonight. Yeah, with the involvement of Martial, I just feel something good about Martial this evening, that it's really going to turn up. That is just it.
Hey, look, I'll take that. Hey, look, hopefully we don't get bullied after the game tonight. But, you know, I'll tell you what, United fans, we've been bullied for 8 years now. And that's what happens when you dominate the Premier League, right? When you're going down, you've reached a stage. But what's your prediction, my friend? Do you think United will win?
Yeah. 2-0. Villareal are not going to score.
2-0, yeah?
2-0.
Hey, well, you're going for a clean sheet as well. Wow. Okay, wow.
Yeah, I'm going for a clean sheet, yeah.
Hey, look, I'll take that. But look, mate, I hope we win for the sake of you going outside and not getting bullied. But look, let's see how United go tonight, and hopefully it'll be a bit better than Solskjaer, right?
Yeah, I hope so. And the
Enjoy the game, man.
Yeah, the managerial decision should be taken in time.
We'll see. It sounds like it's going to be Pochettino, but we don't know yet. But enjoy the game, buddy. I'm sure I'll speak to you again. Nice to have you in the arms.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hey, let's hope that Felix doesn't get bullied tonight. But I was in Ghana for 3 months. Big up West Africa. I want to go back there at some point soon. But look, yeah, he's scared. Felix is scared. He's terrified. But no, he's still confident. I say confident. I don't think any United fans going into this with any sort of major confidence. But there's something is different. We all know what the different thing is. We've got a new manager. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is no longer at the wheel. And for a lot of United fans, that was something that had to happen after Liverpool. It didn't happen after Liverpool. It had to happen after City. It didn't happen after City. It had to happen after Watford. And it did happen after Watford. And now we're going into this game tonight. It's been a tumultuous, that's the word I'd use, a real topsy-turvy 72 hours after what happened in the low after Watford, to then the Glazers emergency meeting, to then Solskjaer being sacked on Sunday morning, to that interview with Solskjaer when he was literally crying. It was, it was hard to watch, really hard to watch as a United fan. For someone who, myself, I love Solskjaer. I really do. And that doesn't change anything that he did as a manager. For me, only cements his place as a legend further in the good work that he did at the start. But the game's kicking off in just under 15 minutes. I tell you what, that was a cracking pre-match show, if I do say so myself. In the United Legacy Arms, we had new faces. We had Mark on, we had Felix on, we had the regulars, we had Ant looking like a criminal, we had Salim, we had Dr. Anuj, we had loads of us joining in. Thank you very much for all joining in as always. But Bruno Fernandes has dropped. That's a huge call. Let's see what difference that makes tonight inside the midfield. As a lot of us have been saying, his form's been poor, but Bruno sets the tempo, right? So without there, who's going to come on? Look, our Carrick has spoken, apparently. Let's see if Carrick has spoken just before kickoff. Ooh, Jeez, take your sweet time. I love Carrick saying, I love Bruno. He's a fantastic player, great person, ran his socks off, but there's a team to be picked. He has dropped Bruno Fernandes. Simple as that. Carrick has dropped Bruno for such an important game tonight. Let's see if that backfires or not, because it's been forgotten, really, in everything that's happened in the last 72 hours has made us forget how important this game tonight really, truly is. Or you're saying this is for Donny starting. Donny should start more often then. I'll be absolutely filthy rich. I wouldn't. It's Australian dollars. But anyway, take it easy, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in, as always. Bible Solutions, you're asking the question that lots of people always ask, and I never know will always be the answer. I'm never doing a watch along. I never want to be sitting here in front of a screen with you watching me watch the game. It makes no sense. I'd rather you just watch the game. Simple as that. I'll be here after the game with my match reaction, though. Make sure you tune in. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. I hope we have a blinder today. I hope Donny has a stormer. All eyes on Donny, right? No Bruno there. Donny's got to lead the show. And maybe we can get the 2019 Donny that was on the Ballon d'Or shortlist. Fingers crossed tonight. And we need a win.